Hey everybody, my name is Joshua Lutz and I'm the evangelist for the Springfield Church of Christ in Illinois. Today's March on the Mount devotional thought comes from Matthew chapter 5 verses 4 and 5. Let's read. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Okay, so those who mourn and those who are meek will both be blessed. Let's start by talking about those who mourn. In this passage, Jesus isn't talking about mourning over the loss of loved ones. Surely God does provide comfort to people in mourning, but that's not exactly what Jesus is getting at in this verse. Here, Jesus is speaking about the mourning of repentance. He's continuing the theme that he started with the first Beatitude, blessed are the poor in spirit. First, he was saying that those who recognize their own sinfulness will be blessed. Now, he's adding that those who mourn over that sinfulness and the sinfulness of the world will also be blessed. The world brags about sin. The world glorifies sin. But kingdom citizens live upside down lives. They can clearly see that sin will never deliver on the promises that it makes. What Jesus is saying is that in the brokenness of your sin, God is with you. And it's in that brokenness that people can find hope and healing, but only if they first understand that sin is the biggest barrier between us and God. When you feel mournful about that separation from God, then God will comfort you. And so blessed are those who mourn for their sin, for God will restore them to the life that he always intended for them to live. Let's look at the next one. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. In Jesus' previous statements, he was describing our personal recognition of our own circumstances. But now Jesus is switching gears slightly, and he starts talking about our outward posture and expression. A good definition of meekness is strength under control. And it reminds me of wrestling with my kids. Without fail, after dinner, my kids want me to wrestle them every single night. And it becomes quite the event. From our 1-year-old all the way up to our 6-year-old, they're all wrestling against me. It's 4 against 1. They're attacking me from every angle. Now, of course, if I wanted to, at any time, I could end things very easily. I could just stand up and start delivering knockout blows to my kids. But of course, that would never ever happen. Instead, I use my strength for the benefit of my children. And that's meekness. That's strength under control. Jesus is calling us to meekness. He wants us to leverage our strength for the benefit of others. But even more than that, God is asking for us to restrain ourselves in order to rely on him even more. The world sees restraint as weakness, but when you bring everything in your life under the control of God, that's actually the most powerful stance in life that you could possibly take. And so blessed are those who have their strength under control, for they will inherit the earth. I hope this devotional thought has been an encouragement to you. Please come back tomorrow as we continue to walk through the Sermon on the Mount.